Yeah. Smart action trading. Spots traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turned a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than a needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up. And the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and distraction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission. We just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in. Why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed Mambos just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift. Watch the confidence get raised from beginner to advance. Every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined. That's the way greatness made. Structure over noise. Yeah, we mean for where to plan. Real traders build slow. We ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, ni un tiempo y tu pe. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Wednesday, July 8th, and welcome to the most value packed live trading show. We're live trade breakdown charts, cover high tech trends, and top trader mindset. Hope everyone had a great day yesterday and is ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. Big news this morning, guys. We did get the ceasefire. Looks like the ceasefire between U.S. and Iran is coming to an end. And it looks like the U.S. has had a retaliation strike, so the market is trying to price that in. The market is moving. We saw initial dump. We're getting a nice little buy back up. So the main thing is, guys, try not to trade the headlines. Don't trade the headlines. Trade the chart. Pay attention to price. Don't fall victim to trading sentiment. Right? So it's very important that you let the market open up. Let the market digest the data, see where it is, and continue to trade your
Smart
trade.
action
Not
trading.
any trade based on the news.
Spots traders.
By the news, by the time it opens up,
We ain't chasing hype.
there's a couple of things I want you to pay
structure.
attention to
Look.
get a gauge, to get a feel for the news. That is going to be crude. Okay, crude. That's going to be crude and the VIX. Keep a close eye on crude and the VIX as we come into the open.
I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turned a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than a needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading. I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up. And the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and distraction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness.
Motion and see if anything changes or if we stick to the plan. That's all we're doing. So opens up. You want to be a part of that? The link is pinned up top.
battle
also
every
want to draw
day.
the resources to
Consistency
it.
the mission. We just level
Let
up
this
the
thing open up.
play.
We're going to be ready
I done
to
seen the fake
take
gurus
advantage.
come and
First,
go
gotta pay
quick.
attention to when we open up.
Screenshots look
As
good,
far
but
as
the
options are
lifestyle
concerned,
don't
it's the
fit.
contract
We
ID.
was in the trenches,
So
really
shift
building
over to
through the
contract
losses.
ID
Level risk management
immediately and
before
see
I
what's
ever
going on
talk
there.
profits. Now
Right?
it's live streams, game plans, market
Okay, that's one
breakdowns.
thing I pay
Everybody's
attention to.
locked in.
And I
Why
think
don't
also
you
make
can't
sure.
stay now?
Alright, so gap down
AI
to open
tools,
things up. We'll
flow
gap
data,
down to open
levels
things up.
mapped out. Trade assist engine
Let
got the
it
whole
settle.
team
We're
spaced
seeing
out. Ever
Viv trying
needed
to push the
Lambos
upside. We're
just to
seeing
prove
Viv
I
trying to
got
push the
results.
upside.
I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct.
Surprisingly,
One good system with
SNDK starting to
discipline
push the
enough
upside.
can change your whole life when the pressure
Sentence
gets
we
up.
took a
That's
hit
why the
yesterday.
movement bigger
It's
than a
getting
Discord
bought off
or a
the bottom
trade. It's a
as of now.
mindset shift.
As
Watch
of
the
now. Good
confidence
morning,
give
good morning,
ways
guys.
from beginner to advance. Every lesson getting grave, repeat, refine. That's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean for where to play. Traders build slow.
Okay. I forgot to change the screen. My bad, guys. My bad. So you missed the entire screen. Can you guys hear me now? I just forgot to flip the screen. Yeah, from time to time, technical things happen. So let me know if it's good now. I forgot to switch over the slide. All right, so we're gapping down to open things up. Let that candle close out, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Now review your plan. Okay, this is the time you review. This is the time you try to visualize. All right, visualization. Okay, I know it might sound, the word visualization is kind of played out, but it does help a lot. Okay. What are you going to do when the trade works in your favor? How are you going to respond? How are you going to react when it's against you? Go through the motions. Okay, the power of visualization is very underestimated in trading. Right? Okay, so we're officially open. We got the BOGTOG. We got a gap down to open things up. That gap down aligns beautifully. That G50 aligns beautifully with that daily downside breaker. So we got a nice little key zone there. Take a look at ARM, guys. ARM flying. MRVL flying, SNDK flying, AVGO flying, MU flying, Intel flying off the open. Okay. NVIDIA also flying. Good morning, guys. So 100 likes before 10:30, very doable. We already have 100 plus people. Within the first few minutes, we already had 100. So that should be an easy, low-hanging fruit task that we can get done every single day. SNDK is above that daily upside breaker. SNDK above that daily upside breaker. Netflix finally going positive. Netflix finally going positive. I'm looking to milk this thing. I want it to continue to break. It's 18%. Okay, I want some follow through behind it. Stress-free, small size trade. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to follow my risk protocols. Still going to follow risk protocols. But I don't have to helicopter the trade. Okay, just like hover over the trade, and usually those helicopter trades are the ones you put some serious eyes on. Say for instance, if you're doing like a scalp, right? You got to know everything that's going on. Okay. If you took Netflix. Okay, if you just decide to take it today or yesterday and you didn't sit through the drawdown, you can take profit if you like. Profits upwards of 35%. I like how Netflix looks on the daily. I want Netflix to start to head towards that that gap. There's a gap I want Netflix to go into. Okay, let me just show you Netflix real quick. All right. So I want Netflix to enter that gap, get to 75. I want those contracts to go in the money. So unless Netflix reclaims that daily downside breaker, I want it to. I'm targeting this territory, okay, by Friday. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So big news. All right. So you poke the bear. Iran decided to poke the bear. The bear responds. And looks like the ceasefire is off. And it looks like the retaliation strike was complete. Okay, so it's not politics. It's just it's impacting the market. It's impacting our business. So we have to talk about it. Okay. There's no music, so make sure you're at the very beginning. Make sure you click the live button. So there's no more music. That was during the intro. You guys still hear the music? Let me see. There should be no music. Yeah, there's no music. So make sure you click the live button. If you're hearing music, it's probably because you're behind. All right, click the live button. So let me know if you guys still hear music, okay? Apple slide to the downside. Walmart slide to the downside. Nvidia pushing. Tesla sliding. Q's surprisingly pushing to the upside. So semiconductor is lifting everything up. Refresh the live, guys. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Fishman. So we're just hanging out just below that opening gap down. Now some candidates for potential shorts. Meta. We got Tesla. We got Palantir. And we got Amazon, usual suspects. We're seeing XLK getting bought up. What's really impacting XLK? SMH. Because it's not IGV. And it's not Mag 7. All right. So it's the names that took a hit yesterday. Flash crash from MU starting to go to the upside. Flash crash from the DeepSeek news. All right. Those things are getting bought up once again. Okay. So we discussed that with our team at length in the pre-market. SPY, chop, chop, chop. So who has the cleanest chart for me? Who has the least amount of interruption? Palantir has a nice push to the downside. Okay, let's get the likes up, guys. Make sure to like the video. Okay. If we can get 50 likes by 9:45, we're on good pace for the giveaway. All right, there is an incentive on top of the live stream being free to like the video. IW looks promising to the upside. IW has been the clear-cut, cleanest chart out of all the indexes in recent memory. This probably goes back to 2-3 weeks now. Cat inverse on the daily, inverse on the show. Yep, reversal. We've got the 2 down, 2 up to the upside. Right off of that support, those highs right there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. ARM is looking to retest at PMH prior to close. MRVL retest as well. They initially pumped. So if all those names pumped start to dump, okay, then we can start to slide. SPY caught in the middle. SPY not doing much here. Anyone shoot their shot on the semis? Okay, ARM didn't get that reversal yet. Not Marvel didn't get it yet. Who got it? We got SNDK to get it. We got MU to get it. It's starting to fade a little bit, and see if Intel can get it as well. Dell, nice breakout on Dell. Anyone take Dell? If you took Dell, good, good, good. Robinhood starting to slide as well. Okay, just a quick check on some of the names we discussed this morning. Okay, SPY's in the jaws of that gap down. Nvidia's ripping, guys. Nvidia's ripping. I might have to go with Nvidia. I might have to trust Nvidia can get the job done today. Looking at the 200 calls, because yesterday had a strong day. 200 calls on NVIDIA. We have most 200s on NVIDIA. VIX going south. Okay. SPY in the jaws of that gap. IWM as well, like IWM. 295s. SPY going to test a critical level here. Okay, looks like SPY wants to gravitate towards that daily downside breaker and that G50. So this is probably being driven by the semis. Okay, so now we're seeing the VIX starting to crack down. Okay, look at the VIX. Let's go to this real quick. Okay, which way is the VIX going? Right here. So if it starts to get below that 17 territory, all right, then we'll start to push the upside. How about crude? What is crude doing? Okay, crude is relatively stable, still within this channel to get that break. If it starts to slide, cracks below 72.50. Okay, as long as it doesn't get above this territory, all right. So I wouldn't be too overly focused on crude. If it gets that breakout here, it starts to get above 75.30. Okay, it gets our attention. If not, okay, the market will start to possibly try to push the upside, and the move is potentially technically sound. So all the major indexes pushing, guys, pushing to the upside. This is being led by the semis. Semis get sold off. Flash crash. Now they're leading the way. Software trying to step in as well. MAG still relatively flat. XLP staples falling off a cliff. Energy falling off a cliff. We would also see on energy as well. Okay, and financials falling off a cliff. Let's go to XLV. XLV also slid at the downside. Okay. IW pushed all the way into that PMH, starting to slide back lower. We do get a lot of dip buys there. So I'm looking at NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA IWM for potential calls, and Apple for potential puts. 307.50s. These are all zeros. Okay, if zeros, you don't trade zeros, go further dated. You don't trade the zeros, go further dated. What you'll notice is, even though price is moving, did you guys notice that the small, like I said, it's very nuanced. The candles are a little bit different. There's contention on both sides. All right, you'll start to notice these things the longer you stare at the candles. All right, so although it's pushing higher, you can see there's contention on both sides. All right, they're able to drive it higher, but it's a struggle, to say the least. All right, because look at the wicks. Every move higher gets pushed lower first, or there's a little bit of a pushback at some point. Meta falling off a cliff beautifully. Only issue is the spreads on Meta. I don't have my my turbo set to mid or bid. I have it at ask. So keep a close eye on Meta puts. It does look clean. Apple and Meta for some candidates to the downside. NVIDIA candidate to the upside. See if Netflix can get the job done. We're in that test zone here on the hourly as well. So Apple, NVIDIA, Meta. Those are the three names that could potentially present some opportunities. Apple just has that weekly open below it. If it gives that up, okay, the weekly open and that 50%, the weekly open 50 MA, I should say. Weekly open 50 MA. For small caps, IWM to get above that shockwave level, guys, it needs to break past PMH. It needs to break past PMH. If you're taking NVIDIA to the upside, be mindful. Hourly 200 MAs right there. Okay. Meta PML is right there, so keep a close eye on that. So Apple, give me that retest. Apple is starting to slide. If you took Apple, manage accordingly. If you're waiting, continue to wait. Meta is starting to slide as well. Apple is below that weekly open. Q's starting to push. Q's want to continue to expand. See if Q's can hold that. So I have two possible retests I'm waiting for: Apple and NVIDIA. SPY, if you're looking to take SPY to the upside, all right. So this is the runway initially. Can it burst past everything? Sure, but this is the healthy runway initially. All right. If you took Apple, if you took NVIDIA, good. Manage accordingly. TP where you need to. No signal on the indexes yet. Wow. Apple. That was nice, guys. And you don't take any of those two names. Apple and NVIDIA, those are moving nicely. NVIDIA finally get a nice move. Finally getting a nice move. Okay, SPY is starting to go here. Let me check out Netflix real quick. Okay, Netflix is in that territory. I like that. Let me move my stop a little bit. Okay, it's at the target. So if you took Netflix by any chance, okay, you can take profits. Okay. I want to close Netflix right there. Okay, 50%. Right, so Netflix closed the full position on Netflix. 50%. Hit the target. I don't want to give anything back. Apple, NVIDIA starting to give that retest. See if NVIDIA can resurface above those highs. So thank you very much, Netflix. Held on to it. Sat through some drawdown. But I'll take that 50+%. See NVIDIA. If you took that retest on NVIDIA, see if you can present one more chance. Okay, that 200 EMA is right there. All right, so I want to see NVIDIA come and dip into this territory here. So you can get a nice entry on NVIDIA for the calls. Qs are starting to fade slightly. See if NVIDIA can pull one more time. Just push a little lower one more time. Dip into the jaws of that territory. That'd be great. Okay, so Apple and NVIDIA did provide some scalps. What's our friend Amazon doing? So those semiconductor names we discussed this morning, they are moving nicely. NVIDIA is challenged with that daily upside breaker. Prior day's highs. NVIDIA can go hammer there. Let the indexes kind of finish flushing out. I'll take NVIDIA. Okay. Netflix. Good TP on Netflix. NVIDIA's flushing. SPY's flushing as well. Okay, if you take this blindly, all right, you get stopped out. If you're waiting for a call signal, no signal yet. No signal on the indexes yet. Excuse me. So NVIDIA gave it a nice little pop the upside, nice as a first scale out, 1R. SPY looks like it wants to go back to VWAP. Let's see. We're getting a bounce on the VIX off that 17. Okay. If that bounce is just a dead cat bounce, okay. Bounce off VWAP and daily open upcoming. If there's some legitimacy to that bounce, it starts to push the upside towards 1750. Then we can see SPY crack below VWAP. Apple going the other way now. Tesla coming into play. I'll take Meta off the list. So a couple of scalp opportunities there. So if this flush has some legitimacy, Tesla 390s. For that breakdown. So the market starts to flush. Tesla breakdown. The market starts to gather itself. Okay, NVIDIA back above that level. Tesla's at PML. Okay. It's going to be predicated on what the VIX decides to do when it's all said and done off that 15, off that 17 level. All right. If you're still waiting, continue to wait, guys. What time was the press conference? Out on NVIDIA. Looking at, I did a beautiful job, guys. 15% NVIDIA. Great job. So great job on getting in and getting out. All right. Sniper activity. That's what's required this time. Apple 44%. Beautiful job, Devil Dog. Good. Keeping a close eye on Tesla. All right. If the market starts to dump, VIX, that 17 bounce or that hold is legitimate. Tesla puts coming into play. All Tesla needs to do is invalidate this double bottom, get that expansion to downside. I'm looking at the 390s. 390 puts on Tesla. Okay, Tesla's breaking. Okay, I'll take Tesla right there. I'll take the Tesla puts. See SPY can head towards VWAP. My risk is, of course, that conservative. I'm going to Tesla puts here. See if Tesla can fall off a cliff. Okay, go. I want SPY to start to dump here. I want that 17 bounce on the VIX to be legit. If you want to scalp this, you can. See if Tesla can knock out those lows. The biggest danger here for Tesla is that double bottom. So I want that double bottom to be validated. And the index is not going south. That's the biggest danger for Tesla. My stop is conservative on Tesla. Okay, that kind of takes into account that PML. I'll let that play out. A little front running on my end. I front ran that signal. Okay, so I don't want to see a close back above conservative. You see conservative takes into consideration the PML. Okay, so if I get a decisive close above PML, decisive close above that 9, then that means I'll get stopped out. So all Tesla needs to do now is I want the overall indexes to start to slide. If Tesla can knock out these lows, that would be encouraging. Okay, if Tesla can knock out these lows and validate this double bottom, that would be encouraging. If it can't do that, and it gets to my stop, we'll get stopped out. Okay, so very straightforward. Palantir also starting to slide to the downside. Palantir also sliding. See if I can, that little baby flag on Tesla breaks down the 1. SPY just crack here. SPY just needs SPY to get that daily open VWAP. If you can do that, great. If you're waiting for the signal is there on Tesla. Up 13, 16. I'm going to take a majority off right there on Tesla at 17%. Thank you very much. Down to runners, up 22. Thank you very much, Tesla. I want Tesla to stay below 394.48. Okay. Take a majority off already. So now I want to see if there's some room behind this. If SPY cracks below VWAP in that daily open, Tesla's going to continue to slide. Make sure to TP where you need to, guys. Up 20+% in a matter of under 5 minutes. Okay, under 5 minutes of work. So in my case, I want no close back above this 5-minute low. That's going to be predicated on what SPY does with that VWAP in that daily open. If it bounces, there's some legitimacy behind it. We can see possible reclaim. If it cracks below daily open VWAP and that bounce off that 17 on the VIX legit, Tesla continues to slide into that 392 territory, okay? But regardless, majority is off. So now this is, I don't want to say risk-free. There's always risk, but there's a bonus trade. Okay, bonus trade. I like this trade as well, okay? So Tesla, first trade of the day. I did some babysitting on Netflix. Took my profits already 53%. See if Tesla can give us something a little more. SPY is trying to gather off that VWAP. I want no close below here. No close above here, I should say. Okay, so I'll at least walk away with positive appreciation. It's going to be predicated on what SPY does with that VWAP. What SPY does with that VWAP and that daily open is going to set the tone. Okay, I want it to crack below it. I want it to crack down. I want it to break down. Okay. Who took Tesla? Dollar signs in the chat if you took Tesla. Okay, I'm going to close it right there. That SPY is starting to bounce for 16. I can continue to push lower, but I don't want to give anything back. All right, I want to be compensated for my time. So thank you very much, Tesla. Okay, gorgeous scalp. If you took that 20+% under 5 minutes. So this is Tesla. So our again, guys, our members can see all the charts. Okay, I have multiple charts on YouTube. You see this. So if you have my indicator, you can see where to take the puts. All right, so it's no surprise. I'm using SPY as a primary tool, but Tesla's a proxy in this case. That makes sense. Okay. Testing. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Second time in a row this happened with Google Meets. Testing. How long was I out for? So Google Meets on a chopping block. All right. Okay, the second time it happened in 2 days. 2 minutes. Did you guys catch the Tesla trade? Hopefully you guys caught the Tesla trade. If it was something you wanted to take, all right. Okay, so Tesla gave us a scalp, no scale out, more than enough, 20+%. All right, so scalpers always survive. Okay, heard the whole thing. Good. Yeah, this is the second time it happened on Google Meets. I'm not sure what Google Meets is up to. They're doing a lot of updates, so if we have any Hispanic speakers, you can actually get the live translation, or if you speak a different language, of the stream on Google Meets. I think they're tweaking some features, and that can be kind of slowing their thing down, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can switch the language in real time. I saw that feature take place. It's on beta mode. Yeah, speaking of Google, yeah, where is Google anyways? Where is Google? I like to call it Google. Alright, Google also a nice little breakdown on Google. Okay. There's so many opportunities everywhere, guys. So many. It's hard. It's impossible to catch all of them. Right? You don't have to catch all of them. This is not Pokemon. Alright? You don't got to catch them all. Just find your sweet spot. Find your regular rotation. Google's in our rotation at times. That's the cool thing. So Apple provided a scalp, Nvidia provided a scalp, Tesla provided a scalp. Nothing with any real follow through. Let me check back on the semiconductors. Our list from earlier? Actually, you know what? We can do it right here. Arm and a leg. You take arm, you take the calls. Okay. If you miss this one, you get this one. You get compensated. MRVL. Nothing yet. Okay, actually something. If you take the calls there, say you miss it, you come here, nice little scalp. What do we got for SNDK? The behemoth. SNDK, stop out. Broadcom, you take the calls, TP1 2 times. MU in a position, probably sitting through drawdown, possibly going to get stopped out, possibly going to work out. Still in play. Intel. Well, look how ugly these charts are. These are ugly charts, guys. Okay, these are ugly charts, to say the least. So let's see what happened with Netflix after closing Netflix. All right, so the target for me on Netflix was this gap here. I was actually targeting that by Friday. 75, get the contracts in the money, targeting this by Friday. Okay, I came into a day early. You'll give me 53%. Okay, I'll take it. Deal. Sold. It doesn't take much for me to close a deal. All right, I'm trying to get as many deals done as possible. Think of it like that. If you're in sales, all right. So are you? Sometimes you got to go for volume. Tesla possible double dip. I won't go with a double dip. I'm good with what transpired there. So everything is it's still a little choppy here. Apple rejecting off the VWAP. If you're in camp, double dip. Just manage accordingly. SPY not doing much. Q's not doing much. Still relatively in that opening range. No signal across the indexes yet. Very indecisive in this territory. Okay, so very indecisive in this territory. We got the press conference coming up with Commander-in-Chief. Where is it? Here we go. So live stream will return shortly. We'll have that coverage for you as well. All right? We'll have that coverage for you as well. I prefer the AP broadcast because the AP broadcast, there's no commentary. It's just straight broadcast. I don't like the news broadcast, right? Because they talk, and then it plays. They talk, they play, they cut away, they cut back in. All right, and I don't like that. So the AP, I'd say, is the best source. You can find that on YouTube, specifically for the broadcast, uninterrupted broadcast. Yeah, 100%. The market is pacing, Lynn, back and forth and back. Chop, chop, chop. If you guys can't see it, you can feel it. We're not really going anywhere. Okay, so this is scalpers only. Look at the 15. The 15 is messy. If the 15 is messy, that tells you there's no sustainability behind the moves. Okay. 15 is inside. Hourly is inside. All right, so the first 30 minutes of the day is in the books. Let's get the likes up on YouTube, guys. Make sure to like the video, smash the like button. We're only at 50 likes. Okay, 100 and let me see how many people are there. Let me refresh real quick. Okay, 200 people in the chat. 200 people in the check-in. If you're looking to take the break here, guys, all right, just be mindful. We have a little bit of room into this territory. Respect that key zone. Treat it as a scalp. Yeah, 57 likes, guys. Let's get the likes up. All right. So everything's relatively still in the open range for all the indexes. They're all kind of doing the same thing. All right. Think of the market as being kind of a scaredy cat, right? It's kind of scared. It doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know what to do at the current moment. All right. So when the market is in a scaredy cat mode, those expansions are not going to be there. It's going to be very erratic. Go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. As opposed to a confident market. It knows where it's going. It knows what it wants to do. It breaks levels decisively. It accumulates for some time. Breaks in that same direction once again. All right. So price does not look confident to me. Buyers don't look confident. Sellers don't look confident. Ceasefire over. Investors nervous. 100%. Ceasefire is over. Okay. Today, just think of crumbs. Picking up the crumbs today. All right, scalps, take the crumbs. Yeah, 15-minute, very messy. 15-minute is a great read, guys. 15-minute will give you some great reads. It won't give you a good entry, but it will give you a great read. All right, if you're trading those short-dated contracts, a 15-minute is not going to give you the best entry because it covers a lot of space. Was it really on? Spy puts cost more than the calls. That tells us something. Okay. If Tesla's the one trade that I take today, guys, I don't. That's what I'll take. Okay, that's fine with me. And it should be fine with you too. So not to push. You have to know when to push. You have to know when to pull back a little bit. Okay, because if you start to push in this kind of environment, and it's not a push kind of environment, the market's going to push back. All right, so it's very, very important that you have the ability to navigate whatever conditions, and that comes with experience, that comes with time in the market. So this is the area you don't want to force those trades. A day like this is a day where traders will dig themselves in a massive hole. And then now for the rest of the month, they got to dig themselves. They got to dig themselves out of that hole. So all the profits they make is just to get back what they lost today. This is what is designed. This is the ideal conditions for that kind of day. This is designed to get you as frustrated, as impatient as possible, so you can fall for it. And you can dig yourself a hole, and then now you got to fight the whole month to dig yourself out of the hole. All right, so understand what's going on here. All right, so exercise caution. Respect your stops. If you don't see your setups, don't touch anything. Arm going. Those semis are making a sneaky move to the upside. All right, they had a nice little push. Now they're kind of chopping around. Arm, I see that. Nice push on arm. You're taking that third attempt. Triple dip. Let's take a look at arm. Who was that in the chat? I believe that was John. See if arm can start to push there. So now the first 40 minutes of the market have passed, and we'll look how close we are to that daily open. A potential flag here on Tesla, but we're going to need the market to dump below view up, below daily open. Everything is looking like it wants to retreat to VWAP. Everything is at VWAP. All the major indexes. Solar storms. Let me look up solar storms. I know some people use the moon, right? Moon cycles, different wind patterns and ocean waves and all sorts of different things. If it works for you, I mean, go for it. Whatever can give you the edge. I know they can impact probably computer systems. Okay, SPY starting to slide, Q starting to slide, VWAP test, small cap starting to slide. IWM puts possibly brewing. If we get a legitimate slide to the downside, 293s. Looks like IW. Looks like SPY also. SPY has a runway into this area. Okay, we just need some follow through. Okay, you have to understand that it's very trappy, but follow through. We might be asking for a lot, but that's what Shockwave was suggesting. Okay, we can break those levels decisively. Look for that flag on Tesla as well. If you took that flag on Tesla to the downside, need some follow through. SPY stay below VWAP, crack below that daily open. Okay, crack below that daily open. So waiting for the press conference. So it looks like the market is basically waiting for the press conference. I'd have been back in the daily open. What would Jesus do in what situation? The right thing. He'll do the right thing in whatever situation. Tesla took a push. Okay, print. Good. Press conference. Jake posted it earlier. I didn't see it on Forex Factory. So scheduled for 11:15. So based on the president's schedule, 11:15. So about an hour away. So maybe that's what the market is waiting for. Okay. Looks like system is slowing down here. I got the death wheel. Okay, spot coming into play. Okay, there goes IWM. See if you can hold below it. There goes Tesla. If you're taking Tesla at the downside, that flag broke nicely. Okay, that coincided beautifully with SPY, and the rest of the index is starting to slide. See if we can get a retrace reject on IW. So that second Tesla trade might have worked out a little nicer. So IWM and the Dow leading the way to the downside. IWM and the Dow leading the way to the downside. So if SPY does not go double bottom, it also starts to break down, and the Qs fail to hold that VWAP, that's going to further accelerate that slide on the small caps. But in the event that Qs hold that VWAP, SPY goes double bottom off those lows and tries to get above that daily open, push into that VWAP, then IW can possibly get that bounce. So in the meantime, nice breakdown IW. If you took that, manage accordingly. Okay, you can see that breakdown take place beautifully. So my IWM snipers, my IWM army, okay, you got your trade. What you do with it is up to you. Just be mindful of the surrounding context. Okay. Who took IWM? And IWM is great. If you have a smaller account, IWM is great. Even with large accounts, is great as well. Right? With smaller account, you can get those multiple contracts with IW. So really good for growth. IW heading to the downside. Tesla headed to the downside as well. If you took Tesla, second attempt. Okay. If you missed the first one, you took the second one. Beautiful job. You used the breakdown on SPY. Okay. So in this case, what's going to really help you guys is overall market awareness. Okay. So IW gives you that opportunity to scalp. Okay. Gives you 43 cents. That's anywhere between 15 to 30%, depending on your entry. Okay, so see profit, take profit is the mantra here. Now SPY starting to bounce off, reclaim a daily open, back at that VWAP. Look what the Qs are doing, bouncing off that VWAP as well. So what does that do? That sends IWM back the upside. Okay. So understand the dynamic of that relationship is critical, very, very critical. Short IW, all out 20%. Beautiful job, we were quiet. Great profit extraction. Got out too early. 20% is gorgeous, even if it's too early. I love trading IW 100%. 14% on the account for trade wins. Look at that, guys. That was on scalping SPY range. All right, so 14. One of our traders, guys, 14% trading this. So you really know you really have to know what you're doing in this area. So IW, see if IW can continue to push. Okay, to extract 14% on the account. Beautiful job. IW headed to the floor. Floor being 292.86. It didn't give me that tap. I want that retrace reject on IW. Come back, retrace, reject. And I'm looking at the 293s. And see if the VIX, see if the Qs can give up that VWAP. So Qs just refuse to give up that VWAP. Okay, give me a nice little tap of that territory on IW. 15, there's still some selling on that 15-minute candle. We're getting buyers trying to buy it off those lows, but not enough pressure. So see if we can get a nice little dead cat bounce into this territory. I'll get alerted what's taking place there. Okay, now we're creating separation away from 17 on the VIX. We're back at that 1750 after coming to 17 and bouncing. Beautiful job, trade wins. Look at that, guys. One of our traders. In this mess, gotta highlight that. 14% on the, not a trade, on the account. Okay. Tremendous job. Okay, IW. Get that nice little push up. Get that push up, IW. Get deep in that territory. Okay, now it falls back under because now SPY is starting to reclaim. If IW falls back under, I'll be interested. Rather than just taking the reclaim at face value, everything's getting bought up. I don't want to get caught on that reclaim. So if it can fall back under, I'll target that 293.10 extra lows of the day as IW goes to test VWAP. So again, the Qs held everything up. Okay. So I'm exercising maximum patience. And don't feel any pressure to take more and more trades, okay? So choppy today, 100%. And look at SPY, the other way. Look at this, guys. The other way. Is this action frustrating? Yes, it's supposed to be frustrating. Right? But don't take trades out of frustration. I know I sound like a broken record, but these are the things that are going to help you survive. I promise you, a day like this, if you just go full force, full blast, try to force your setups, okay, it's going to lead to one of those days that you wish you can take back. So proactively, continuously assess the environment. If it's meant to be with IW, it's meant for me. 293.62. Tesla's starting to wake up as well. Everything waking up now. Are they going to do the same thing? Are they going to do the same dance? Break that, trap it, slide to the downside. IW aggressive reversal back to the upside. So scalps are the only thing that are available, guys. Scalps are the only thing available. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. We're 7 minutes away from the conclusion of the first hour of the stream. Let's get to 100 likes. Take a minute if you haven't already. Smash the like button. We have 190 plus people, close to 200 people stopped live concurrent. And we had over 500 people join us this morning. If you're a first-time viewer, drop one in the chat. We would love to welcome you to the stream. We go live every single day at 9:30 a.m. Live trading and training. Comprehensive market analysis. Education done through demonstration. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe, guys. Help us get to 5,800 subs. That's a huge milestone for us. So make sure to help us get there, all right? We're building this up one subscriber at a time. All right, still 65 to 68% of people who tune in are not subscribed. IW, give me that nice little drop. Give me that nice little drop, IW. I'll take the shorts. Go on to see a nice little drop. And SPY get below VWAP. Get a drop below that initial put trigger. See, IW is fighting to be a doji. So even if it gets that drop, the next 15-minute candle, it can be very, very choppy unless it takes out the lows of the day within 5 minutes. Come on, IW. That's what the 5 looks like. It's going to be predicated on SPY giving up VWAP and the Q's giving up VWAP. IW and the Dow have the most amount of relative weakness. Amazon's starting to climb as well. See if Amazon can start to work. Amazon above those highs possibly. Okay. I'm just going to let IWM be. All right. So if it does break, it couldn't get that continued break. No follow through, no entry. I'll just let it break and it can do it without me. All right, I'm not liking this back and forth chop. There seems to be no follow through there, and everything's just hugging VWAP. All right, so that'll be all the trades I'll take during first shift. So Tesla is the first trade of the day. Had to babysit Netflix. That worked out nicely. And a Tesla for today. So Netflix, that's just a pre-existing position, but the trade we took today was on Tesla. Okay, scalp. Right here. Boom. All we needed was this. Okay, IW, if you can get it done, you're coming with some force. Go, go, go. Continue. Get some follow through. Get some follow through. But again, buyers continue to hold it up. Okay, if SPY gets below VWAP daily open and Qs get below VWAP, that'll give IW the go ahead to start to head towards the lows of the day, unless it wants to front run everything. Okay, I'll take IWM right there. I'll take the puts right there at IWM. See, you get some follow through behind that. Okay, up 6, up 7, up 15, 20. I'm going to take a majority off right there. Thank you very much. Take a majority off right there at 20. Down to runners on IW. Targeting the lows of the day. Stop break even. Beautiful trade on IW. Quick scalp. As it broke down, see if IW has some more juice. Okay, I'll close IW right there. So quick scalp on IW. Okay, done with IW. Because look how quickly it's coiling. So let me show IW real quick. All right, so quick, less than a minute. All right, I had to take it here. So this was upward to 20% to the downside. And then take a majority off and close the last bit of runners, single digits. All right. So that's how quickly you have to move. All right. So this just wick, 20%. It's almost like there's no time to wait. There's no time to wait. There's no time to waste. Okay. That's how I'm going to. So 2 trades. All right. So right before third shift, right before second shift, we took that trade to the downside. If you're still in IW, manage accordingly. Okay. That 15-minute looks solid. All right. I just wanted to get in and out quickly. All right. Beautiful job, 20%. Beautiful job, Turbo. We're on the same page. Okay, so 2 trades, guys. 2 trades, 2 scalps. IW is even shorter. That's what the market has given us. We're just looking for those opportunities and just taking it. It's not giving us any follow through. So I'm not going to force the follow through. Eventually we'll get follow through. You don't know which one it's going to be. It's not going to be every single one. But I'm not going to force the follow through. You give me 15, you give me 17, you give me 20. Okay. Put it right in my pocket. Thank you very much. Apple, look at that slide on Apple, guys. Okay. Look at that slide on Apple. So if you're not a proficient scalper, if you're not able to enter and exit those positions very quickly, right? This kind of environment is not ideal for you. My scalpers, all right, I'm a scalper at heart, right? The backbone of the things I do, I have that scalper mindset. Okay, but the thing is with scalping, sometimes you have to take a lot of trades, and I don't want to take all those trades and overtrade and lead everyone to take those trades, because you just have to pick quality. Okay, so what more do we want? 2 trades, both worked in our favor. And that leads us right into the conclusion of first shift. So we squeezed IW in for that last trade for a quick appreciation. Thank you very much. Tesla also got the job done. Thank you very much as well. See profit, take profit is a mindset. We have 200 people joining us on the check-in, guys. Make sure to like the video. Let's get to 5,800 subs. We're 7 subs away. 100 likes, we'll do the giveaway. We'll be eligible for a giveaway. Okay, if you're looking to level up your trading, join our community, make sure to do so. The link is pinned up top. Use the code trial30. Use the code trial30. If we can get to, I'll give you guys until 10:35, 100 likes. I'll do the giveaway. We're almost there. We're 16 likes away. Okay, 16 likes away. So IW, if you decide to hang on to IW with runners, I was a little quicker, more nimble. Okay, it went to the lows of the day. Okay, headed towards the lows of the day. You can take a majority off at 20. Trailer stop there. And then see if it goes to the lows, but my patience is not all the way there in positions today. Okay. My risk management in this case is taking profit because I don't want to give back that double digits. If that makes sense. The best defense at times is offense. I don't know if you guys saw the game yesterday between Argentina and Egypt. Okay, World Cup. They were up 2-0. They were up 2-0 on the defending champs. And what happens? They blow the lead. Not only that, where did they blow the lead? Where did they blow the lead? They blew the lead in the Falcon Stadium. Out of all the places the lead can get blown, they blow it, okay, in the home of the team that blew the most infamous lead, one of the most infamous leads in sports history, the Falcons. I mean, you can't make this up. So Egypt was basically the Falcons, and Argentina was basically the Patriots. Okay. And they just got tight. They just got tight. They stopped playing the game. They stopped attacking. They just wanted to play defensive. But you have to keep. Sometimes the best defense is offense against a behemoth, against the champs. IW lows of the day. Congratulations if you got that. Okay. Who's done for the day? Press conference coming up. We'll have that coverage for you. Commander-in-Chief. Double dip IW. Beautiful job. Real quiet. 15%. And tremendous job on taking profits. Right. So you're I think you're leaning towards scalping. I think scalping might be your edge. Because to extract 15% on that quick of a move, right, you have to know what you're doing. It's very easy to walk away. Say if that thing went to the upside, it's very easy to walk away in the red off that move. So keep in mind, guys, scalping, out of all the endeavors in trading, so long-term investing, swing trading, day trading, scalping, if you're holding those positions under 5 minutes, even under 3 minutes, is the hardest craft to master. If you can learn scalping, everything else becomes simpler. I was in the 294 puts and the money was fast. Good. So 2 trades so far during first shift, guys. Not really much. Market not giving us much. They're giving us a couple scalp opportunities. We take what the market gives. Tesla worked in our favor. I didn't work in my favor as well. Now I'll probably just wait until after 11:15. We'll see what the president has to say. If you're done for the day, let us know, guys. If you're done for the day, let us know. I think I forgot to put up a poll yesterday, so we'll put up a poll today. Okay, so don't force trades. If you don't see your trades, do not allow your frustration to start to tempt you into taking trades that are not there. I like to call this the mirage effect. What happens is sometimes when we get desperate for a trade, desperate for an opportunity, we start to see things that are not there. We start to see patterns that are not there. All right, it's equivalent to if someone's in a desert and they're dehydrated. They're going to start to see bodies of water. Okay. Look for traps. There's going to be a lot of traps. You're going to see a lot of different things. It's a mirage. It's not really there. Okay. 100%. The traders sitting on their hands. You're a winner. Who's done for the day? Anyone who took trades this morning, guys? Let us know you did. If you're done for the day, tremendous job. You can be done within the first hour. That's the goal during the summer months. 1 hour of trading. All you need is 1 hour. Remember the essence of SPY strikers. Okay. See this unfolded behind this move to the downside. First signal on shockwave is 1 hour, one ticker, one consistent result. Okay, the 1 hour. So first signal on shockwave gives you the scalp. So even if you stay patient for that, this gives you a scalp, double-digit scalp. All right, that's double digits, at least 15%. So if you don't like that in these conditions, you don't take it. Because you're taking into consideration the macro environment. No trade equals winning trade. Absolutely, guys. I feel like the market is going to dump when POTUS speaks. We are basically where we started. Iran situation. Interesting. Does anyone know the exact date when the situation started? Does anyone know the exact date? I like that TP on Netflix, Friday's target hit. Okay, I'll take that. So even if I held on to it, maybe you squeeze 55, 60, but it's starting to catch a bid off that 75. Does anyone know the exact date, or someone can look up an exact date of the Iran situation when it kicked off? February 28th. Okay, February 28th. That's June. Where am I going? February 28th. Okay. Are we? When the situation started, it was all the way here. So we were actually right here. Right here. Is there a vertical line? Okay, we were right here. Wow, February 28th was a while back. Time flies, guys. We were right there. So we're still a little bit above it. So, but I do see what you're saying. Okay, at that particular time, we were very close to all-time highs. Okay, so it's very similar action. IW falling off a cliff. So we were, how far were we from all-time highs at that particular time? Okay, we were less than 1% away from all-time highs. This go around, we're about 1% away from all-time highs. From that aspect, it's similar. But before this, the difference is, guys, before this, the market had no prior response, had no prior, didn't have the antibodies to have the right response to that kind of catalyst, if that makes sense. This go around, we already knows what to do. So this go around, that's why they respond sometimes when it's like very similar to what took place last year. The tariff news the first time, the tariff fiasco the first time, massive response. Now the market built the immunity. So anything related to tariffs, they can garner response, but that response is not going to be to the same extent. Unless the catalyst itself is 2 times larger or 3 times larger or 4 times larger than the initial one that it responded to. If that makes sense. All right, so the market starts to build immunity. Right? So same thing here. If we continue to drop, we do have a little bit of room into this daily downside target. Slightly above that 750, slightly below 750. Okay. If you have the confidence to take shockwave here, you got the job done. Good. 15 is pushing to the downside across the board. It's just a matter of the Qs giving up the VWAP. If the Qs give up VWAP decisively, SPY can start to slide. Yeah, still at war, yeah. Yeah, the situation is just going to continue to... It's a cloud above the market's head. All right, let's get to 100 likes, guys. Cutoff is 10:45. I extended it by 15 minutes. And we will do a giveaway. No strings attached. We're at 92. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left. 11:15. Scheduled at 11:15. We have it right here. So stand by. We'll have that coverage for you. Okay. We will have that coverage for you. Okay, so if you took shockwave, if you were patient enough for it, despite this mess, guys, the system gives you one idea, and that idea is here. All right, and it works. If you trade as a scalp, it works. If you're gonna hang on to it for a scale out after taking profit, that's up to you. So what you do with it, your management style changes. The 15s across the board are starting to slide. Qs are giving up VWAP, so we might start to see SPY work its way to scale out or work its way towards that weekly 50% retrace. Anyone take that? If you took that, that takes conviction and belief. And you got rewarded for your conviction and belief. Qs are giving up that level. IWM is the winner, of course, once again. Slowly grinding to the downside. TP1 hit on IW. So that was the last idea. Tesla, triple dip on Tesla. Thank you so much, George. I'm amazed that you are not viral and exponentially growing every day, brother. What live stream software you have created, brother. Congrats. Absolutely. So my objective is not to go viral. Right? If viral comes, it comes, but the objective is the content that I have is not viral favorable. Right? There's nothing eye-catching. There's nothing shiny object, right? It's very slow, quote unquote, can be boring, right? So for something to go viral, it has to be polarizing. So what I mean by that is it has to start some controversy. It has to be a controversial take. It has to be a caricature, right? Someone doing something outlandish. Okay, or it has to be something polarizing, something that's very, very loved or very, very hated. Right, so there are methods to go viral. There are things you can do to go viral, but that doesn't that's not the path that I want to take. All right, the path that I want to take is sustainability. All right, we build it, they'll come. But we're going to build it our way. We're going to build it our way. We're going to lead with education. We're going to cultivate a community. We're going to try to create as much value as possible. All right, and we're here for the long run. And things that go viral, they fade. Right? They're in season once, and then they fade. Right, they fade. Okay, nice breakdown there. So despite this mess, guys, nice breakdown on SPY. Despite this mess, Shockwave gives you the idea. Via IWM. Okay. I mean, if you sat through that, not easy to sit through, but nonetheless, when it's all said and done, the job got complete, TP1. When it's all said and done, TP1. So that's 50, 60% if you held through. If you scalped, double digits. If you held through, you earned that 50, 60, 70%. It wasn't given, you earned it. You sat through that back and forth. Same thing with SPY. If you decided to allocate risk here, you earned it, it wasn't given. If you scalped it, whether you scalped it, whether you took it at scale, whether you took it at TP1, right? You earned that. Nothing was given. We won't let your stretch go viral. I mean, the word viral comes from the word virus. Right, so viral, virus, the way it spreads. So a virus has to attach to a host to propagate. And nothing good comes from a virus. There isn't a virus that's beneficial, to say the least. That at least that I know of. But there are ways. There are ways. There's the paid method. There's the relationship method as well. But that's not what we're here for. So we're at that 50% retrace the weekly, guys. This is a critical level. VIX is starting to push. Once the Qs gave up that VWAP, we're starting to slide. VIX is climbing, guys, above that 18 territory. First trade of the day. Look at that patience. Beautiful job, Jake. Viral virus, yep. Until it's not anymore. Better to slow and steady. 100%. Slow and steady. Done for the day. Good. A lot of you are done for the day. If you caught that, good. It finally decided to show its hand. So just imagine how many people got chopped up here, and then maybe the original idea was to take puts, and then they see this take place. Right? Those setups are on the other side of patience. Right? If you can't get past that patience, okay, you're not open to those setups. So in this case, breakdown takes place. Beautiful job, Joe P. So IW led the way to the downside. SPY started to slide to the downside. VIX bounced off that 17 and gets up towards that 18. It started to stall at that 1750 territory and then breaks past 18. That leads to the Qs. I want you to follow the sequence. That leads to the Qs dropping below that VWAP. And once the Qs give up VWAP, okay, that slide to the downside ensued. That leads Tesla to completely break down as well. Okay, so if you're in those trades, guys, make sure to pay the trader. You waited for that. Tremendous job on being patient. Tremendous job on being patient, guys. So now this is huge because the engulfing candle on the weekly is on the radar. If the bulls can't reclaim this territory, team, okay, this 50% retrace the weekly, engulfing candle on the weekly is on the radar. Okay, let me explain. Boom. See the weekly candle? So there's a possibility now, if that level doesn't get held up within the next 2 days and a half, including today, that we can now, I would say there's about a 50%, 55% chance we can go engulfing. By the end of the day, if we hold below 50% retrace, when it's all said and done by the end of the day, if we hold below here, if we close below there, there's a chance. So the bulls' primary objective is not to get this thing all the way back, that daily upside breaker. Right? Their primary objective is to get price above this territory. If they can't, that means there's no demand down there. So price will start to gravitate towards some more areas of demand, like in this territory here, between that 738.35, 740.27 territory, like we just saw yesterday. So this test zone turned out to be resistance, rejection, slides, and then now it looks like it wants to pursue these lows down here. And as it is currently testing this weekly 50% retrace. Done for the day. Beautiful job, BT 6305. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's check back on Tesla. So Tesla, right? Tesla gets that nice little couple of scalps there. Comes back into play. Gets that breakdown TP1. Okay, but it wasn't easy by any means. It's a hard fought green. Tesla might have a resistance down because when SPY was really dropping, Tesla, it was kind of just sitting there and they're really bouncing. It can be sometimes it can be a little bit ahead of schedule, behind schedule. But what we do know is if everything is selling off, unless that individual, one of our names in the rotation, one of the names in our rotation, have a catalyst, they're going to follow what the indexes do. All right, press conference time. Okay, looks like we got the feed, the live feed. Okay, any minute now. Okay, buckle your seatbelts. Give us some predictions. Did we pump? Did we dump? VIX above 18. All the major indexes below VWAP pre-press conference. All out IDM puts 45%. Beautiful job, Lynn. Okay, look at our team, guys. We got the best. Here we go. Shenanigans time. Here we go. Here we go. Shenanigans. Let the shenanigans begin. So you notice how all of a sudden they just wake up in this area. Okay, this is an area where there's gonna be casualties, guys. This is an area there's gonna be a lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth in this area. Beautiful job, beautiful job, beautiful job. So who's done for the day, guys? Who's done for the day? It's 11 o'clock, okay? Hour and a half throughout the day. Market didn't give a lot of opportunities, but it always gives opportunities on the other side of patience. Sometimes it gives you 5, sometimes it gives you 2, sometimes it gives you 1. If you waited for the 1, you took advantage, congratulations. If you didn't take advantage and you're still on the sidelines, don't allow that to make you lose your patience and take something low quality. Okay, it's okay to be on the sidelines and take no damage. All right, it's still choppy. The fact that this worked out has not changed the tone. It's a slow grind lower. We're below the VWAP, all the major indexes, but we're relatively close to the VWAP. We're not too far away. All right, so we're not creating too much separation away from that daily open or that VWAP across all the board. The same can be said for all the major indexes. What is leading us to the downside is the Dow. The Dow and small caps leading us to the downside. So this is a broad market sell-off. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. You can see outside of a couple of names in semiconductors, we can see generally, okay, everything is red. Okay. Everything's red. Let's go to the Dow. You can see the Dow as well. Okay, Walmart, Chevron, everything relatively red, generally speaking. NASDAQ, you can see. NASDAQ 100. Where's our friend Russell? Okay, look at the Russell. Industrial services and energy, starting seeing a nice little bit to the upside, but getting overwhelmed. Overwhelmed by everything else. Okay. So prepare for shenanigans. Nvidia catching a bid. $741, 70-ish. You called it to a T. Look at that. Perfect call out. Trade wins. Yeah, when it comes to levels, when it comes to technicals, I don't think anyone's going to out-technical our team. Technicals, we have that down. All right, technicals, we have that. We got that down. So it gives you a nice retrace reject of that same territory, double dip. Check Nvidia. Nvidia, nice push. Nvidia, the thing with Nvidia is you got to scalp Nvidia. It's not, it's just sketchy. Nvidia is a little sketchy. Right, it's almost like this, all right? It's out of 10 trades, Nvidia sketchy for 8 trades, and 2 trades, there's legitimacy behind it. All right, so don't let those 2 trades influence the other 8 that played out. I mean, if you see profit take profit on all 10, you still win. But if you're looking for that larger move with some follow through, right? The chances of Nvidia doing that, okay, it's it's lower. It hasn't been doing that historically, in recent history, I should say. Right, but those scalps, breaks on those scalps, they're available, but it's just those breaks lead to a lot of traps on Nvidia. Nvidia has not been the same. Nvidia reminds me of Apple. A few years back, Apple's kind of going through the same thing. Okay. Apple kind of started to do its own thing. The movement wasn't as volatile. And it kind of turned into like a safe haven. So it looks like Nvidia's kind of turned into a safe haven type of name within the semiconductor space. When stocks start to mature, they start to do that. They go out of their growth phase, and they start to not become as volatile. They're still going to push the upside, but the volatility and the erratic movements are not. They don't take place as frequently. That's probably what's going on with our good friend Nvidia. But it's still tradable intraday. You have to have the right approach. So the personality changes. The individual personality of that name is starting to morph and change. Done for the day, family time now. Awesome job. So any minute now, press conference scheduled for 11:15. So we're about 60 minutes away. Again, guys, continue to get the likes up. Let us know where you're joining from. I'm not looking to take any trades during the press conference. Not looking to take any trades now. Too close to the press conference. We took 2 trades already during the first hour. Both trade work in our favor. Quick scalps, both under a 5-minute hold time. Okay, we're a few subs away from hitting that 5,800 level. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Someone chasing shenanigans. Okay, and we'll see how this shapes out. So there's a critical level here. Okay, critical level. Slow grind lower. 15s, the respective 15s across all the index are inside. Hourly candles inside. Hourly candle knocks out these lows. Selling continues. Those lows are 740.94. $740.94. Okay, we're just shy of that 100 like mark. All right, so let's get to 150. All right, we missed that 100 like mark before. 1045, 150. We will do the giveaway if we can get that before 12. So we'll have the press conference. We'll provide commentary. We'll identify some potential trade ideas. I will not be taking any more trades, but I will highlight some trade ideas. If you're done, okay, that's first hour and a half of the day. That's a 1 hour workday. If you finished up during the first hour, that's a 1 hour workday, guys. This is what trading is designed for. Okay, it's designed for you to optimize your time. Okay, be efficient in a short period of time and run away as far away from the chart as possible. Get the job done and disconnect. That's the design. That's the appeal. The goal is not to go full time and trade 40 hours a week. Really and truly, if you really optimize, guys, if you really optimize, okay, minus prep, just live action, you just need 5 hours. 5 hours. Maximum 10 hours. All right, so between 5 to 10 hours is all you need. Okay, so you have to use trading for what it is. It's leveraging your time, leveraging a skill, a high level skill. Trading is a skill, guys, just like anything else. A high level skill. Not everyone is walking around with the skill. So once that skill is developed, you want to leverage that skill. We don't get paid by the hour. Okay, you're not going to get paid by the if you trade all day, doesn't mean you're going to make more. You're not going to make more because you traded more hours. You're not going to make more because you worked harder, quote unquote. You don't get paid for hard in trading. You get paid for smart. All right, so it completely flips what we're used to, what conventional thinking. Right? Conventional thinking is work long hours, work hard, okay? And you can make more or you can elevate to a higher position. In trading, you do that in the beginning. You work hard to learn the information. You put the long hours in to acquire the skill, to learn about the skill, to make the investment in yourself. You use a lot of time to do that. But once you're past that, you're looking to do less. You're looking to optimize, and just refine to the point where you're just in the market, exposed to risk, maximum, okay, between 5 to 10 hours a week if you're doing day trading. And then after that, the rest of it, you just unlock the rest of the time. The point is not to leave something else and come into trading and do it for 40, 50 hours. That's not the appeal. Because you're gonna be sitting behind a screen all day. All right, so ensure to use trading for what it's designed for. All right, maximum leverage. You're leveraging your capital, you're leveraging your time, and you're leveraging your skill. All three. Okay, all three, every single day. It's just a game of leverage. Okay, so I'm a big proponent for taking advantage of the time. That's why we have the shift framework. Okay, you pick your shift, study that shift, and look for your setups during that shift. Maximum 2 hours. If the opportunity doesn't come up within that shift with those 2 hours, come back the next day. Okay, come back the next day. And just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's the approach you want to have. Okay, we're about 9 minutes away, guys. 9 minutes away. 9 minutes away. So let me know in the chat, guys. What is the optimal hours you're looking to trade? Okay, so what is your ultimate? What is the ultimate objective? All right, I know trading gives you the leverage, but what is the ultimate objective? Sometimes we lose sight of the ultimate objective, and that can be different for each person. Is your ultimate objective to trade all day? Is it to trade for 1 hour, 2 hours, 15 minutes? Is it to trade for 30 minutes? Right, we hear a lot of these different things out there. You only have to trade for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? So what is the ultimate objective? The one thing we all have in common, or most have in common, okay, is you're looking to do more with less. So how do you do that? By working smarter, by getting better at the things between the ears, by working on your ability to manage risk, by dialing in on your inability to control the amount of trade you take. Okay, honing that. All the intangibles. Okay, by containing your greed, by containing your fear. All right, and all those things are possible, guys. But sometimes you just have to remind yourself. Can you guys hear me? I don't know. Second time we disconnected from Teams. I don't know what's going on. Teams on the chopping block. I like Teams because it integrates with the whole Google Suite. But if we have to go to Zoom, we'll go to Zoom, or if we just go to Discord. I do pay for Discord every single month, so I might as well utilize it. We do have HD streaming there as well. Yeah, are we back? We're back. We should be back. No, there's no Teams link. Google, there's no Teams link. Microsoft Teams. I'm gonna think of. I might have to just go Discord video. The reason why I like Google is because you can record. So I ran this test before. Let's create that channel real quick. Make sure the channel is private. Jump in the Discord real quick, guys. Jump in the Discord real quick. Okay, let me know how it is. Let me know if you can see my screen. Jump in this right here, live trading strikers. Okay, you see live trading? I just created it now. Let me know how it looks. How does it look there? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? And also has a chat. I think the chat here is more persistent. Right? The chat is more persistent, so it logs all the messages rather than starting new messages every day. All right, so give me some feedback on how that looks. If that's the case, I'll just go on Discord, and then I'll record via OBS. So what are you guys thinking? So let me know. Okay. So this is the second time it happened. This is the third time it happened in 2 days. That's very unusual to Google. Okay. So for those of you who find the link, for those of you who get the link on WAP, make sure you're in the Discord, okay? So make sure you're in the Discord and we'll just go live there. You guys able to find it? If you're able to find it, let me know how it is. Let me know how the video is. There's a handful of you in there. It's right there, live trading. And let me know if the quality, okay, the video quality is the same or better than Google Meets. Because there's no way for me to see it unless I create a different Discord account, add myself as a member, and then be in the chat. Okay, so there's no way for me to see it. All right, so some feedback. Feedback is needed. So no press conference yet. Scheduled for 11:15. Looks like we're fashionably late. Make sure we are not paused. Okay, video's not paused. Video's live as we speak. No, Discord does not have any delay. If you want to confirm, you see the clock on this bottom. You see the clock on this chart right here, on my chart. Try to line up that clock with your clock. Okay, there should be no delay on Discord. All right. So it seems it's more clear than Google. I mean, we can do both. We can do both. My current CPU utilization at the current moment is 2.8, so we can do both. Okay. Again, guys, make sure to like the video on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe. We're closing on 5,800 subs. If SPY breaks these lows, it continues on the hourly. Okay. That sell-off continues on the hourly. Headed towards TP2. Yeah, very possible trade win 740. That's the next level between us. Between this TP2 and that next key level, 740 is that psych level sitting right between us. Between those two things. Right there, boom. As a matter of fact, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. That's how we're going to settle it. I'll leave this poll up for an hour. All right, so answer the poll question, guys. Your feedback is very helpful. I think I have to answer as well. I would say Discord. So for me to see the results, I have to answer. Okay, let's just check back on the two most important levels for us going into today. One was this key zone. Two was this weekly 50% retrace. Now, where are we? Game plan chart. We're below 50% retrace the weekly. So now what becomes the two most important levels is going to be that 50% retrace, that PML. Okay, that's going to be where the idea is going to be tied to. So essentially, you have to tie your idea towards these two levels. Targeting these levels, using these levels as potential entry points. Okay, using these levels as potential retrace, reject points, reclaim points, bounce point. That's how you utilize the levels. Because more than likely, in comparison to anywhere else on the chart, we're likely to have a bigger reaction in this territory than anywhere else. Okay. Yes, we're going to have the coverage of Commander-in-Chief. We're just waiting, guys. We are just waiting here. And it also has a chat here as well. And this chat is persistent, unlike YouTube. YouTube's chat continues, unlike I should say Google Meets chat. Okay, every day it's new. So what do we bounce off of TP2? TP2 bounce. Okay, that bounce doesn't mean much unless we can get above this territory here. Which is a dead cat bounce until that's proven. The hourly open is right there. We broke below that prior hour's lows. We're continuing that sell. Hourly still bearish. Failing to hold enforcement currently with this nice little bounce off that level, but still bearish in relation to its open. EMA is pointing south, starting to expand. EMA is pointing south. Okay. SPY donation zone, no surprise. And I love how your charts are nice and clean, trade wins. The last shockwave on Tesla. Beautiful job, family time. Do we have any new Shockwave Golden Goose members? I haven't asked that in a while. So Shockwave Golden Goose means, all right, you got Shockwave. I was going to type Shockwave. Let me type Tesla. You got Shockwave, and the primary objective is for you to cover your cost. All right. So now at that point, it's all upside. Right. So if you got the package, you paid $900 for it. All right. Your objective is to cover the cost initially. All right. Using the system, and it's perpetual. And then once you're past that point, it becomes the Golden Goose. Especially if you have the lifetime access. All right. It's yours. You refine it. You rinse. You repeat. You master it. And you have one system you can carry with you for the rest of your trading career. You can add other things to it, but you can rely on that. You have it in your back pocket. If you have lifetime, of course, you have access to all the updates. Right, that's the essence, because you need to have an ROI. It's an investment. Right? Then what is there has to be an ROI. Okay, the ROI, I'm striving for the ROI. Anything that comes from my end, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x. That's not just, I'm not looking to give you an ROI of 1 or 2. I'm looking to surpass whatever the fee is. Okay, it's just a means of exchange. It's just to show if you're looking to invest in yourself and make that commitment. It's like a gym membership. Right, if you don't use a gym membership, you're not going to get anything out of it. You can have the fanciest membership, you get nothing out of it. But if you utilize it, you can change your life. So tremendous job. Family time. Using TradingView and Webull. TradingView and Webull. So 11:30 we'll go over how to join our community, take advantage of all the resources and tools. All right, sell-off continues. You can see on the hourly candle what took place. We broke below those lows, retrace, reject off what level, which sends us back to the lows of the day. Headed towards what level next? 740 psych level. Where's the VIX? VIX continues to push the upside, is at the highs of the day, intraday, and now it's at that 1825, 1830. Let's see if we can start to push into 1850 from where we are, okay, to 1850. If we cover that space, if we cover that 20-cent range, that might give us enough to crack below 740. I do anticipate a response by the bulls off 740. It could be a dead cat bounce, but it's going to be predicated on where the VIX is in relation to that 1850. If it passes 1850, okay, we can get a dead cat bounce off 1740, and then continue to fall under it into PML. If we reject out 740, we might 1840, 1850, I should say, on the VIX. We can get a possible bounce back into this territory here. All right, so we'll see how that plays out. Gorgeous rejection right there, right? Trade wins. Nice. Came right into the donation box. It's like someone putting in $5 in the donation bin, all right, and then pretending to put money in and then taking a handful of money out. That's basically what this is. Okay, pretending to donate, using a 5 as a decoy to take more out. All right, hourly, 15, all showing some signs of weakness. Apple holding up. I have no current positions, guys. Just 2 trades today. We're right there, 740. Now we're starting to enter this bounce zone. 200 EMA, not quite. PML coming up. Okay. PML coming up, and no signs. No signs of Commander-in-Chief. I'm going to take a quick coffee break, guys. I don't have my playlist, my usual playlist. I'll get that playlist uploaded, okay, to my to the office here. I have that available on my other setup at home. So let's take a listen to our friends at CNBC in the meantime. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what song they're singing today.
Magazine calls the most.
No, we don't want to listen to ads. There goes 740. Can we at least mount the dead cat bounce off of it? PML is next. Okay, we'll pan over to them once we get into the once they're at a commercial break. So we have press conference here. We have our friends at CNBC here. Second shift is upon us in 2 minutes. What's that? Stand by for more live. Okay. We've been standing by this whole time. All right, so before we take a quick coffee refill break, guys, let's quickly go over how to join the community, how to take advantage of all the resources and tools. Okay, so that 1850 and that 740, those two things correlate. All right, first things first, make sure to go to smartactiontraining.com. That's your one-stop shop to access all things smart action. Anything outside of that and anything outside of the WAP links is not a legitimate link. If you're looking to make sure you have the official link, go to the site. All right, go to the site. That's available. We have a community available, live trading community, live trading every single day, live training as well. I'll walk you through the exit, the entry, the exit, the rationale, every single trade. We have a very supportive community, some great traders in there of all different backgrounds, all different specialties, all different career fields. We have students, we have people who are retired, we have people who are mid-career, we have people who trade full-time, part-time, beginners, advanced. We have people who use you name it, we have that type of trader in there. So we really utilize our diversity, and our diversity is what makes us really, really strong, because I don't want to create that echo chamber, right? I don't want to create that echo chamber, because if we have an echo chamber, then we can't see what's coming up. We're all going to just be blindsided, and we're just a bunch of sheep at the edge of the cliff. All right, so it's very important that we have that diversity, so everyone brings something to the table. And just the amount of value everyone brings is just tremendous. I can't even speak about it enough. Tools, resources, indicators. You have access to my indicator. You have the courses and tools as well. If you want the indicator on its own, we have the automated key levels. We have the momentum indicator, Shockwave 15, that's available. If you need one-on-one coaching, private environment to go over your trades, to go over anything related to trading, anything related to technical, anything related to psychology, anything related to refining a game plan or building a game plan, I can walk you through that. That's available, and we have courses as well. All those things are available, and these 4 things, okay, these are the 4 buckets you need to tap into to level up your trading. All right, community, tool, individualized learning, okay, and self-paced learning. That's all the things that we have available. If you're looking to join the community, everyone on YouTube should be in the free tier community. The free tier community, no strings attached, comes with free tools and resources, a 24/7 stock market newsfeed. Okay, how do we know the situation was taking place? I take a look at the stock market newsfeed without even me flipping on any TV, going to Bloomberg or opening up any articles. The first thing I look at is our stock market newsfeed. If it's big news, it will come to our attention. So that's where we got a lot of information from, and then you can start to look elsewhere. So you have access to that at no charge. If you're looking to level up your trading, begin your journey with us. Take advantage of the monthly. Okay, you have access to all the tools and resources that we just mentioned. Use the code TRIAL30. There's 15 spots available for this month. If with that code, that saves you 20% of your first month. There is no free trial, but that is a trial code that you save 20% off. That's available. If you're looking to level up, okay, you can level up, take advantage of the yearly. Indicators, all that is available on the site, guys. Courses, coaching, very straightforward. Everything's on the site. All right, so if you're looking to join, if you're on the fence, okay, use the code TRIAL30 before it fills up. If you've been with us for some time, you're looking to level up, take advantage of the yearly. That comes with its perks, and you save big, okay? You pay for 8 months, you get 12 months access. You have access to a coaching call and a host of resources there. Okay, I'm going to drop the link in the chat on YouTube. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, YouTube, there's a delay on YouTube. There's a stream delay on YouTube. That's intentional. There's ads on YouTube. That's intentional. All right, so if you want to bypass all that, that comes with the delay for ad-free stream included in the community. Okay. Good. Good catch, family time. Anyone else? We'll do end of stream poll here as well, guys. Just a couple scalps for me. So we're going to be flirting with that 740 for quite some time. So let us know how you did today. Okay. Let us know how you did. So we have 2 polls, guys. We have 2 polls circulating. All right, answer the poll question. This one here. Fair share. Sit back 100%. 100%, guys. Now the pressure is off. So 100% of the votes said Discord video, guys. So we might have to go to Discord video. All right, I'll keep the Google Meets here for the rest of the week. And we're going to migrate directly to Discord video. All right, so I don't want to have those hiccups. I might not see major, but those small hiccups, okay, that's 1 second, 2 seconds, okay, takes away from lapse in concentration. Makes a difference. All right, so Google Meets is on the chopping block. All right. I wish there's a way I can see. Let's see how it looks. It looks clear to me, so there's no delay. I can actually see the screen now. Let's see. Yeah, there's no delay. So press conference on standby, CNBC. Okay, we'll take that off. So So we might have to stretch the stream today to 12:30. I want to get this press conference coverage. Okay, but before we do that, out of curiosity, where are we seeing the buyers coming in off of? Okay, so out of curiosity, if you're looking to go short off this hourly break, okay, as it's pushing, as the contracts are spiking, as the contracts are appreciating, you're taking profits because we're coming into the bounce zone. Okay. So context is key. Situational awareness is key. Knowing where we are, bigger picture is key. A lot of things are key. Okay. Make sure to vote if you haven't already. End the stream poll. Folks on Google Meets, hopefully you guys heard that. I'll maybe make a post in the Discord on how to navigate to find the video. I know a lot of you are still relatively new to Discord. Okay. So it's very easy to learn. But I don't like the fact that we keep dropping off. So we're getting a response off that 740, no surprise there. And what does the VIX do off that 1850? Rejects. All right, so make note of that. Make note of these fine details. Okay. So there is a way you can find the general relative lows, or you can find the lower low. There is a way. There's a technique and a method to do it. That requires precision. It requires sharp execution. If it's random, okay, you can be right. Randomly, you can randomly be right. But if you're looking to use it precisely, there's a technique to do it. There's a technique to do it. Okay. Okay, Erdogan is speaking as well. Okay. Turkish leader. I like that one. Yeah, you gotta make trading fun sometimes. So you see how you got the donation zone, you got the calling the Rolls Royce dealer. Okay, aka support. That's where the money is made. Boom, we get that bounce. Back to where? The donation bin. So structurally, if you're looking for a structural break, okay, you see this high here, you see this high here, you see this high emerging as well. So structurally, nothing has shifted. Structurally, we're still headed to the downside. There hasn't been a structurally shifting move. The only thing that happened is a natural dead cat bounce. Remember, even in a downtrend, lower lows lead to lower highs. So a high will still be formed in a downtrend. So it's not just low, 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 low forever. Okay. So keep a close eye on that resistance. Okay. What's the over-under? Commander-in-Chief speaks at 12 o'clock. And where is this meeting exactly? NATO, where are they holding it? Take a look at it. Starting to put some pressure on those EMAs. We can be in the clear to the upside if we can reclaim this territory decisively. Oh, it's in Turkey. So it's actually in Turkey. Under 739, 739, 2739, 30-ish, the downside becomes real. 739, just slightly, if you can crack back below there. I can see that. Still struggling, testing that 9 EMA on the 5. If you had to go 5 for 5, right? We talked about 5 for 5 yesterday. Inverse head. I like that. Right shoulder formation. So those are the things you should be doing, guys. If you're done trading and you're still watching, just marking things out, looking for things, possibly taking mental trades or taking paper trades. Go over to paper trading and click buttons on paper trading. All right, but treat paper trading the same way you would treat regular trading. All right, just to get the reps in. All right, so extract your profits and flip over to paper if you have the urge to trade. On the 5, if we break below 7, I got 740.41. Arnold, if you give me your username now, I can get you access now. If you're still in the chat. I'll get you situated right now. Okay, chop, chop, chop on SPY, rejecting off that 9. Okay, look at this, guys. Third shift, nothing much. As flat as can be. We're stuck between that weekly upside breaker. Okay, weekly 50% retrace, 740. That's the range. Okay, which one gives? And right below us we have PML, and right above this we have VWAP. So very, very tight range. The range has got tighter. Range has got tighter. For those of you who don't have access to Shockwave yet and you made the purchase, I'm working on giving you access right now. Can you DM me your email, Arnold, the one you made the purchase with? For some reason I can't find your name. And I'll get you situated right now. Okay. So just chopping around, guys, chopping around as we speak. Waiting for the commander-in-chief. It's about to be 12 o'clock. I'll try to stretch this up to 12:30, but if we can't get that press conference coverage by then, we're gonna have to wrap it up. So we're scheduled for 11:15, and we're well beyond that time. So this is more than being fashionably late. This is just blatantly late. All right, so trades for today: small caps, IWM puts, and we got some puts on Tesla as well, and close the position on Netflix. If we take a look at Netflix, where's Netflix? Again, Netflix catching a bid. Okay, so I like that close there on Netflix. Okay. Some names to pay attention to, guys. Oracle. Okay. Keep a close eye on Oracle. Google coming for that retest. Broke out of this channel coming for that retest. 355, 350 retest on Google. Walmart continues to push the upside. Costco catching a bid as well inside. Coinbase. Nice slide to the downside on Coinbase. We discussed the importance of paying attention to Coinbase. And the thematic trade on Bitcoin. The closer Bitcoin gets to 60K, the closer Coinbase starts to work towards the lows. Nice rejection there. We got Disney sliding to the downside. We got Mickey D's rejecting off that level. We got Apple pulling back. Apple made a nice push at this territory. At a 4-day streak, hits resistance, starts to slide. Right, so we can see a nice little pullback on Apple. If you're looking for that retest, structural retest, okay, Apple, keep a close eye on Apple between 300 and 302. Keep a close eye there on Apple. Netflix, we just talked about that. And we talked about Dell. Dell provided a nice intraday trade. Breaks above that level. All right, that breaks above that level, appreciates for about $20. What more can you ask for? And it quickly recoils. As far as the semiconductors on watch, okay, we did see a nice little push initially during the first few minutes. They're starting to slide now. The slide continues. All right, but the bigger picture, I want you to know they're sitting at support. Bigger picture, they're sitting at major support. Okay, they're sitting at major support. All the big guys. All right, so they're testing that 50 MA or close to or at major support. All right. Okay, so that 740, we got below it, got back above it, coming back and retesting that 740. So no signs. Commander in Chief, we're seeing Walmart starting to push. Amazon hanging on to dear life. All right, so no signs of life, guys, here. See, there's some legitimacy behind that 740 bounce. Okay, thank you for the update. So, President won't be speaking until noon. He hasn't even deplaned yet. Okay, so that's going to take some time. So it looks like it might not have the coverage for you. So you can go over to the AP. Okay, you can go over to the AP's YouTube channel. No affiliation with the AP, but that's a great resource, free resource, and catch the press conference. Okay. Outside of that, guys, we took all our trades we needed to take. We waited. It was scheduled until 11:15. Most of the work was done for us during first shift. If you stayed patient for shockwave, okay, you really tested your patience today, and you got rewarded. You had to wait until 10:35 at minimum. So an hour of watching paint dry, an hour of not clicking any buttons, an hour of staying patient, and then your moment to strike comes. You strike. Okay, you got compensated. Okay, I took my shot earlier before that on some individual names on Tesla and small caps. Okay, but in the event that I didn't take those trades, this would be a trade that's there for the taking as well. All right, so really and truly today, guys, it was a test of your patience, test of your ability to wait. Okay, not fall for any fake outs and finally get that break confirmation, nice break to the downside. Even if you miss this push back in gives you an opportunity. right? Opportunities knocking on the door. You have a chance to open it up. That's all it is. Okay, these opportunities come to the forefront. You have a chance to take them if they align with the things you're looking for. If they don't, you pass on the opportunity and you look for the next one the next day. All right, or the next one that comes up. Okay, so it's a one and done type of day. Should be a shockwave. This ends up going to TP3, guys. TP3, despite this action, so that's a massive, massive drop to the downside. So 2 trades for today, Tesla and small caps, both worked in our favor. All right. Any questions before we wrap it up, guys? Any questions before we wrap it up? Let me check another resource. This previously aired, so this is previously aired. So the AP will be the go-to source. Okay. If no questions, guys, we'll look to wrap it up here. As always, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you found value from the stream. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. If you're looking to level up your trading, the link is pinned up top in the chat. Join our community for the comprehensive pre-market coverage, access to all the tools and resources, course material, and the delay-free, ad-free stream every single day. On that note, guys, if you're green, stay clean. If you're still in the trenches, those setups on the other side of patience, so remain patient, wait for your levels, utilize alerts, don't sit and just stare at the charts. If you sit and stare at the charts and wait, there's a good chance that you can possibly take a trade early. All right, so set some alerts a little before your level. Go do something else, all right? Be within reach of your desk if you're looking for a trade. When that alert goes off, you come back, you re-engage, assess the environment, see what the conditions are looking like, and then deploy the risk if your setup is there. All right, so thank you for tuning in today, guys. Hopefully you found value. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Stay safe, and God bless each one of you. We're back on YouTube, guys. We're back. So President just stepped in before I ended the stream. So let's take a listen to it. We'll have that coverage for you again. Make sure to like the video to get everything back, get everyone back in. Let's take a listen.
Fantastic job in Turkey. And I also want to thank NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte.
The strikers, let me know if the audio is good.
Mark is an extraordinary person, smart, great leader. It's not easy leading so many leaders like that. Get a lot of leaders, and they're strong personalities, every one of them. And Mark does an unbelievable job. Couldn't find anybody better. I just want to say there was tremendous love in that room. The press got to see the sitting, but they didn't get to see the speaking. And I actually said, it's too bad the press couldn't see this, because every one of them spoke for a little while, and I spoke for a little while, and it's a lot of speeches. We kept it short, but it's too bad the press couldn't have seen what we were doing in that room, because it was very smart people, and they have a lot of good in their heart, not evil, good. And they're doing a great job for their country. The world is doing well. We have, as you know, the oil is down. We'll see whether or not we keep it down. We should keep it down. We're doing things that should have been done 47 years ago with Iran. And I just want to say that throughout my first term and over the past 18 months, the United States has led a historic effort to dramatically increase the defense spending and to have equipment that no other country in the world has. When you look at Venezuela, when you look at Iran, essentially demolished their military in a couple of weeks. They had a good military, they had a good navy, they had 159 ships, everyone's at the bottom of the sea. They had hundreds of airplanes, they're all gone. They're all lying burned up on the runways. They were totally decimated. Their radar's gone. Everything's gone. Their leaders are gone, frankly. And their combat capability is pretty low. They have a small percentage of missiles left. They have some of the missile launchers left, called launching pads, but most of that's been destroyed too. So we have the strongest military in the world by far. Not even close. Everybody admits it. Last year's summit in the Netherlands was great also, and we achieved an unprecedented agreement to increase the annual defense spending, and it's the benchmark, raising it from 2% to 5% of GDP, which everybody said was impossible. And now they're all thanking me, and most of the countries have agreed to it. We have a